We did look into this story. 6 days after and 2 blocks away from where Renee Good was killed, Alia Rahman, a U.S. citizen, was trying to get to an appointment at a traumatic brain injury clinic when she came upon ICE officers who were blocking traffic after arresting 4 people. We reviewed footage of the entire incident. Rahman's lawyer told us she was overwhelmed by conflicting commands from ICE. In the chaos, you can hear her say she is disabled. Chief O'Hara hadn't seen the video before we showed it to him.
Oh my God.
Chief about to put on the waterworks. Chief's like, this is a golden Emmy performance I'm about to give y'all. He got to do it, you guys. He has to do it. Not saying it's not genuine, but they are watching him. Okay, they are watching him, and he's like, I got to keep my job. So there's certain things I gotta. You know, he got to do that. He got to. Let's see it.
You were shaking watching that.
Obviously, I don't know why law enforcement officers initially approached the vehicle. It pisses me off to see that. To see men doing that to a woman who's disabled. It pisses me off. If those cops works for me, they'd have a problem right now.
Marcos Charles of ICE had a different take. He said Alia Rahman was given repeated warnings. She was arrested but never charged.
Our officers are told that they give one warning to follow the lawful instruction to stop impeding. If she did not obey that lawful order, then she was going to get arrested.
You know, I showed this same clip to the Minneapolis police chief, and he said if those cops worked for him, they'd have a problem.
We're not Minneapolis PD.
Are you bothered by seeing American citizens getting detained in these operations?
I'm bothered by seeing people take action against my officers, using vehicles to try to ram them, assaulting my officers. Our officers are humans, you know, they're people.
Wrong answer. Or right answer at the wrong time. This guy doesn't get it. Yikes. Look at his face. Jesus Christ. Listen, you guys, I'm not saying that they're not going through these things, right? I'm not saying that. What people are looking at is that it appears that they just don't have any compassion. And these are very low level offenses that they see people being dragged, and the optics matter, ICE. The optics matter. They absolutely matter. It's different when someone is provoking, using violence and things like that, or using their vehicle. Absolutely. Take them to the bank all day. I have a philosophy, ATM method, okay? I ask you, I tell you, then I make you, okay? But that's under circumstances of you already committing a crime and I have charges against you and I'm going to arrest you. So I go through the motions. You guys know you're under a microscope. You know people are just being idiots. Like you gotta know how to distinguish between the ones that need a level of physical force, like breaking a window, punching out tires and doing things like that. You guys just need to be mindful. Okay? You gotta exercise better judgment. That's it. It's poor judgment and poor professionalism from these guys. And you don't even know, sometimes you don't even need to see the whole story. Sometimes you'll be like, all right, they didn't have to do it like that. There's cameras all over these guys. It's honestly, it's coming off like it's intentional at this point. And that's kind of my theory. I'm going to save that for another video.
The Department of Homeland Security released these images of injured ICE officers. According to the agency, attacks on ICE officers nationwide jumped from 19 in 2024 to 275 last year. In many cases, those injuries were sustained as agents were carrying out what ICE calls targeted enforcement.
What's your name? What's your name?
In Minneapolis, many residents say it seems to be less targeted every day. American citizens are getting stopped and questioned, including a woman walking down the street.
And it's not where were you born? It doesn't matter where I was born. I belong here. I am a U.S. citizen.
And this Uber driver.
I can hear you don't have the same accent as me. That's why I'm
Oh, so you're going by accents now?
People have been stopped for simply appearing to be Somali or appearing to be Latino or appearing to be foreign. And it
Can't do that, right? This is where ICE is messing up at. If they're doing this, they're wrong. They're in violation all day. Racial profiling, okay? This isn't them doing their targeted hits like they said they were doing, right? Like if they're actually stopping people based on how they look, right? That's profiling. You guys, those are violations. All right, those are violations. So this is getting interesting. You know, this is and again, some of these questions are just rolling up on people, and it just happened to be, you know, being filmed, and they're just violating people's rights. They're profiling people, and it's just kind of like, you know, they're not trying to not do it. That's suspicious.
it's concerning because we also know we're not getting these stories from Irish folks and Norwegian folks here.
Our officers are conducting targeted enforcement, looking for the worst of the worst. If they encounter anybody in the area of which they're operating, they are okay to talk to those people. They've been authorized to talk to anybody that's around there and establish citizenship.
Okay. My next question would be, how are you determining what's motivating you to talk to them? Like, what is it that you see, notice, that makes you believe you need to talk to them and ask for their citizenship? You can ask, right? You can ask. The problem is, obviously, you have to profile in order to do that. There has to be something about them that you think is worthy of them asking. You can ask them. Question is, if you didn't do anything wrong as a citizen, you're not obligated to answer, right?
How is that targeted enforcement?
If they were in that area looking for a target and they were en route or coming from that target and encountered that individual, they are authorized to talk to somebody, speak to somebody.
How do you define the area? Officers are walking down the street, driving down the street, the entire city of Minneapolis. Is everybody potentially under suspicion?
No, nobody's under suspicion, but we're looking for those targets. And again, if we encounter somebody.
Who's this idiot that they put up here to answer these questions, you guys? ICE, do better. This guy's an imbecile, okay? This is the worst. It's almost like y'all set this man up to fail purposely. Like y'all wanted this guy. What am I listening to? Jeez Louise. I mean, he's like, they're looking for a target, and if anybody's in the area, we're just gonna ask them for this citizenship. Anybody? No, not anybody, you know, but somebody's that look like somebody's that we think are somebody's that we're looking for. Oh, profiling, racially profiling. Oof. It's not a good look.
As we're walking up to a building, as we're en route to that building, that's still part of that operation as they proceed to that target.
On Friday, sources told CBS News the Justice Department is investigating the city's mayor, Jacob Fry, and the state's governor, Tim Walz, both Democrats. The allegation that their public statements about ICE enforcement amount to criminal interference.
To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis.
Fry and Walz called the investigation political intimidation.
What could happen today, tomorrow, to bring this temperature down out there?
I think it requires the president to say, we're still going to go after the worst of the worst, but we're not going to be treating American citizens in ways that risk destroying a beautiful American city.
Fair. Woo. Yikes. The chief did good. Shout out to Chief O'Hara. He did great. I think he handled himself really well in that interview. The ICE guy, yikes. Yikes. Send him back to the academy. He shouldn't be answering questions. Anyways, guys, what do you think about that? How do you feel about the Chiefs' responses? How do you feel about ICE? How do you feel about the whole thing going on, right? Like, are you for the ICE stuff, but you're not for how it's being executed? That's how I feel. I don't like the videos that I'm seeing. At the same time, I don't like the behaviors of the citizens, right? I do understand that force is going to have to be used. Sometimes I feel like they're excessive with their words. I feel like they're excessive with their actions. And if these people aren't the ones that are part of the target, and they're just present, harassing and agitating, this is why ICE needs to partner with law enforcement. Let law enforcement deal with the agitators so they can focus on who they need to focus on. And if ICE is out here running, scooping people up, just asking them random things, people need to know the law and the rights. I'm like, I'm not telling you nothing. Okay? My name is Seymour, last name Butts. Okay? Mind your business. Anyways, guys, I'm out. Until the next crazy ICE video, I'll see you. Good night. God bless.